Show here on Rebellion Radio. I want to go ahead and jump right on into y'all's emails. I love getting emails from you guys. I absolutely love it. To know what you guys are thinking, to know what you guys need to say. The first one is from Daisy Flowers. She calls herself. I'm going to go ahead and read this out loud, and Nick, I want you to go ahead and take this first, and then I'll go ahead and do it as well. The email says, I heard your show for the first time on MySpace the other day. You guys were talking about Barack Obama. I think he can help this country more than anyone. Why do you think attacking Iran is the only way to solve the problems in the Middle East? I think he's pretty smart and has a good plan. By the way, y'all are hot.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you, Daisy. Exactly right. Thank you, Daisy. We sure do appreciate that. And, well, I just got to ask you where you're getting your information. Because, unfortunately, I think it's a little skewed. And what you might look into is the media bias from Barack Obama. And I'm not sure if you're watching MTV or NBC or MSNBC. I'm not sure what you're listening to or watching, but wherever you're getting your information, I would strongly encourage that you listen to a little bit more Rebellion Radio and maybe check out some alternative sources. I dare you to check out Drudge Report and some of our links on the left-hand side of our MySpace page that are posted all the time. And take a look at some of those, and you'll kind of see the other side of that.
That's very true, and I don't want you taking this harshly, but you are a great example, Daisy, of a headline individual. You read headlines, you're not delving into the actual subject matter itself to see the different sides of things like Nick mentioned. And that's what's most important, because you need to come to your own thoughts, your own view, and your own opinion and your own judgment about something like this, as important as this topic that you brought up is, because it's a great thing to bring up, and I'm glad you sent us that email to talk about this. But like Nick said, go check out Drudge Report and several others, and they are on our MySpace page. And hey, do that, send us another email, and by the way, thank you for the compliment, and I agree with you.
Our second email is from B-Dog, and he says, the only reason that we're in Iraq is for the oil. Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. You guys sound just like typical right-wing Nazi conservatives. So, what would you like to say to Mr. B-Dog, Ryan?
He's mean. He's not very nice.
He isn't. He doesn't sound like he's read much history.
No, and I don't think a lot of people have. I do have to respect your aggression. I have a little bit of it myself.
However, in Podunk, Texas, when you get pulled over for
exactly. There are two times. Podunk, Texas, like Cooney, Texas, or World War I memorials, and I'm trying to shoot a porno. Those are the two times. B-Dog, thank you for sending this in, but the only reason we're in Iraq is for the oil. Says who? Says what? Why are you thinking this? Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. You guys sound like the typical right-wing Nazi conservatives. Right-wing Nazi conservatives. Why? Because we want to be able to protect ourselves. We want to go over there and protect our own interests. We need to be in Iraq in case something does go down with Iran, who are trying to develop nuclear weapons to wipe us off the map, as well as Israel. Do we need to protect our own interests? Yes. Do we need a position in Iraq to be able to attack effectively and swiftly? Yes, we do. You sound like an angry, closed-minded pacifist, and I don't like you guys very much. I don't like you very much, but I do appreciate there's no question, but I do appreciate your statement, B-Dog.
And keep those coming. We appreciate everybody. We want to hear from you guys. It's rr.nowlive@gmail.com. Check out the links on our MySpace, and a lot coming to you this week. We're going to get past all of these technical difficulties, and starting next week, we're going to have a guest on. His name is B.A. Brooks. And I'd like you to check out his websites this week as well. And it's a little bit further into the situation that we discussed tonight. And it's a little further on down the rabbit hole, if you will. And this guy believes that we're headed towards one world government and real ID cards. And check out his websites. You can go to worldmediawatch.org, and he's actually just put together a full-length feature film. It is called The Decline and Fall of America. Again, that's at worldmediawatch.org, and his primary website is uaff.us. So go check those out. Links this week on MySpace. Check it out, and he'll be on the show next week.
And he's actually a great example that I disagree with a lot of his views, but he really has a lot of reasons and proof that he thinks is proof to be able to back what he believes in. There is a lot of work behind what he's done to feel the way that he does and believe the way that he does. I disagree with a lot of it, but I respect how much work that he's put into it with the views that he has. So I'm really looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to the emails from you guys. I love that. I love the emails. I don't like B-Dog, but again, I do appreciate the emails. Angry. I think it's jealousy, Nick. I think it's envy.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. So guys, make sure that you check us out next week. I want you guys to stay as politically incorrect as ever. I want you right back here at 9 o'clock next Monday for the Vigilante Show here on Rebellion Radio. As for Nick and myself, we will see you next week.